Welcome to WhatGear Reviews. Today I'm looking at Huawei's first attempt at wireless ANC over-ear headphones, and there's just two questions. Number one, have Huawei just fully belly flopped at their first attempt? Or are these a hole-in-one? Now Huawei are going up against some stiff competition here. Stuff like the Sonys, the Bowers & Wilkins, the Bose, the Sennheisers. There's so many formidable competitors. How do these compare to those? That's what we're about to find out. Are you ready? Let's go. So I just want to pause right here to thank the sponsor of today's video, Piggy. Head over to joinpiggy.co.uk at the end of this video to check out what it's all about. Piggy is a website and Chrome browser extension built to save you time and money and give you cash back next time you're at the checkout. When you have the Piggy browser extension installed, whenever you hit the checkout, Piggy will scan its database of over 6,000 partner websites and add automatically discount and cashback offers without you having to do anything at all. And it takes literally a matter of seconds. It's super easy to install as well. All you do is go to your Google Chrome web store, type in Piggy, hit add to Chrome, add the extension to your web browser, and you're ready to rock and roll. So if you want to save time and money, head over to joinpiggy.co.uk, sign up with your Facebook account, and I heard that there's a really awesome offer on the Facebook portal devices right now. You can actually get 50 quid off each one. If you buy a couple of them, you can save yourself a lot of money this Christmas. Anyway, time to get back to the video. So let's start with the design. So first of all, this hard shell case that comes with it has a really nice finish to it. It kind of reminds me of the Batsuit, the Batfleck Batsuit. So that's pretty cool. And the great thing about this kind of hard shell case is when you're traveling around, if you throw this in a suitcase or a backpack, it's really going to protect your shiny new headphones from any scratches or getting damaged whilst traveling. And one of the things that I really love about this case is this. Check this out. Magnetic little compartment here for your USB-C cable. Alright, so now let's look at the actual headphone design itself. And when I first saw these, they kind of reminded me of a cross between the Bose Quiet Comfort and the Bowers & Wilkins, and a little bit of the Sonys in there as well with the shape of the ear cups. But I do like the finish here. You've got this nice matte finish on the ear cups themselves. You've got a kind of rubberized textured plastic across the headband, and the padding on the headband is actually really nice. It's a bit deeper here where the crown of your head would be, so you shouldn't get any of that pinching feeling there. Quite flexible as well, headband, so you don't need to worry about that fitting your head. There's a little bit of subtle branding across the ear cups as well. For me personally, there's nothing worse than too much branding, and I think this is just a nice balance right here. And one thing to note about these ear cups is they've actually got two large antennas in each one. So the connectivity should be very, very good on these between your devices and the headphones. So one of the things that I really like about the design is the metal hanger arm here, which connects. You've got a bit of a flat edge here and this circular here. And the motion there, when you adjust the height of the hanger, is really nice as well. I do like that. It's a nice little touch when it comes to the design. So now let's talk about the ear cups themselves. So we've got a good amount of padding around the ear cups. But one of the things I really like about the design of these is the way inside is slightly angled. So your ear, the way it sits inside, basically won't touch the inside of the headphones at all. And I'm actually quite surprised at that because these look a lot smaller than some of the other headphones I've tested. But the way they've designed the drivers to sit at an angle actually works really well when it comes to wearing them, and also it means the drivers can get a bit closer to your ears. So those drivers inside are 40mm drivers with a polymer diaphragm. And then I believe somewhere behind the mesh that protects the drivers is the Wear Detect sensors, because I can't see them anywhere else on board the Freebuds Studios. But they are there, so when you take these off, they will automatically stop playing, and when you put them back on again, within a certain amount of time, they'll start playing again. And when it comes to the microphones on board the Freebuds Studios, we actually have 8 in total, so 4 on each side. At its base, we've got a USB-C port. On the left ear cup, we have an ANC button. On the right ear cup, we have a power button and a Bluetooth pairing button. And then on the right ear cup, and only on the right ear cup, are capacitive controls. Now, what's really cool about these, and I've used these a lot, is this entire area is a capacitive touchpad. So you can use this little bit here or this little bit here or down here. It all works. And I'm quite surprised at how good it works. Sometimes I've even ran my finger right across the bar here and it still works. So I'm impressed with that. And talking about the controls takes me nicely on to the usability side of things. When it comes to the touch controls, a single tap, a double tap, a long push, and a swipe up or down will change the volume, and a swipe forward or back will let you skip forward or back through tracks. So it's a really useful interface there, very easy to use and very intuitive. The ANC button on the left ear cup will allow you to toggle between the 3 modes that you have set up as standard. So that's going to be ANC on, ANC off, and awareness mode. Now you can customize those and I'm going to show you that in a minute. And when it comes to the ANC, we have the IMU chip inside and it does 200 calculations per second and it is an adaptive ANC. So basically when you have the dynamic mode on the Freebuds Studios, it will adjust to your surroundings. So if it's very noisy, it's going to turn up the noise cancelling. If it's quite quiet, it's going to turn it down. And there are 3 levels to the noise cancelling that you can choose from if you want to customize it. You've got Ultra, General, and Cozy. And when it comes to awareness modes, you have 2 modes. You can either just have voice mode, so it'll allow voices through but still keep some of that ANC going, or you can just allow everything through. And I'm telling you, when you activate that awareness mode, it's like you're not even wearing the headphones at all. Everything is very crystal clear. And basically what it does is uses the exterior mics and pumps that sound in through the ear cups. Very good feature when someone's talking to you and you want to hear what they're saying. So there's some unique features if you have a Huawei device, stuff like the pop-up pairing. So when we turn these on, they automatically will pair to your device. So it's got pop-up pairing. It will even give you voice cues inside. And then within the app, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do, which we'll just run through very quickly now. So you've got your noise cancelling. You can adjust it here. You can change the shortcuts. So all of the controls that I mentioned on the side of the ear cup, you can customize it. So you can actually use the long push to wake your assistant. You can change what the swipes do. You can change what the ANC toggle button does. Various stuff you can do here when it comes to shortcuts. You've also got the option to switch off the wear detect sensors if you want, and you can update your software and all this kind of stuff. So it's not super in-depth. You can't mess around with the EQs yet, but maybe that's something that Huawei will let you do later. And one thing that's worth noting here on the Freebuds Studios is they do support dual connect. So you can connect these to 2 different devices simultaneously and kind of hot swap between the 2. So that's a great feature as well. So I guess you guys are wondering about battery life, and I will say it does really depend on how you're using these headphones. So if you have your ANC on maximum all the time and your volume at the highest level, of course it's going to run out of battery much quicker. Then if you don't have ANC on and you're not playing at 100%, maybe you're playing at 50%, you could get up to 24 hours of playback. I think realistically with ANC on at a good level, you probably get around 6 or 7 hours. But once again, guys, just keep in mind, it does depend on how you like to use your headphones. But this is a great feature when it comes to battery. 10 minutes charge of these headphones could actually deliver up to 8 hours of playback with ANC off, which is really, really good in my opinion. So one of the things that I know is very important to you guys is the voice call quality. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to connect these to my Adobe Audition and we're going to do some voice call tests. Let's go. All right, so welcome to the mic test segment of the video. I've got the Freebuds Studios connected up to Adobe Audition behind me. You're hearing the actual mic quality right now. Very little background noise. What I'm going to do now is play some coffee shop background noise, and you'll get an idea of how good the noise cancelling is when it comes to eliminating that background noise. So that's full volume there. It's pretty loud. I can actually hear it in the headphones myself. What about you guys? Can you hear it? And how clear is my voice over the coffee shop background noise? Let me know in the comments. So one of the major issues for headphones when it comes to voice call quality is wind and stuff like that. So I have a fan here. We're going to blow some wind past the headphones while I'm speaking. And let me know if you're hearing any distortion here. This is the lowest setting. We're going to turn it up a notch. So it's a bit windier now. How's it sounding? I can hear the wind rushing past the headphones myself. What about you guys? Now we're on the max speed when it comes to this fan. How's it doing? There's a lot of wind rushing past right now. Let me know how it's handling that. And that concludes the mic test. Let me know how it did in the comments below. Let's crack on with the rest of the video. Alright, so if you guys haven't seen any of my other headphone videos, what I like to do is test out the sound quality by actually listening to songs and giving you my real-time response to those types of songs. So we're going to do 4 genres: rock, hip-hop, EDM and classical. We'll start with the classical one first because it's the best one for soundstage. So first impressions are the volume was maxed out, and actually the volume level is very good. You won't be disappointed with the overall volume. And because you've got those nice big 40mm drivers, you do get that feeling of sort of spatial awareness. So what I kind of listen for here is that spatial awareness, the vocals and also the instruments, because there's a lot of stringed instruments and stuff in this. And clarity is very good. Soundstage, very good. Volume, very good. Great detail. So it's a classic track right here. Once again, the overall volume is so good, and I had to turn it down a bit just so I could hear myself speak a little bit. One thing that I really notice here is actually the bass is really popping, and the bass isn't overemphasized in this type of music. Vocals are amazing. Great detail once again. These are very good for this genre. So I know this isn't quite hip hop, but it's a very good bass test. I do listen to sort of more old school hip hop normally, but this has such a good bass line. Okay, so the bass is really nice and rounded. Once again, you're getting that really good clarity in the mids and highs, but the bass is really bouncing here. I tell you when you know you've got a good rounded sound is when you max out the volume and the highs aren't hurting your ears, but you're not losing any detail, and you do get that here with the Freebuds. So this isn't a new EDM track, but it's a good test for EDM. So once again, even at max volume, the sound isn't painful. The detail is very clear. It's definitely performing well here for EDM. This might be one of my favorite genres for these headphones. They actually perform really quite evenly across all of the different styles of music. It's hard to pick one genre where they're better. Really impressed with them right across the board. Anyway, let's crack on. So when it comes to my favorite features on the Huawei Freebuds Studios, one of the things that I love the most about these is the comfort. They're so lightweight compared to what I'm used to. Your ears don't heat up very much when you're using them for long amounts of time, and that's a big deal if you're going to be using these for traveling. I do like how they look as well. When you're wearing these, the profile isn't massive, and actually one of the nicest looking headphones at the moment in my opinion. And what really surprised me a lot is the noise cancelling. So the ANC, when you put it on Ultra, is very, very, very good. And I do like the fact that it adapts, so you're not constantly messing around with the app and all this kind of stuff to get it right. If you keep it on the dynamic mode, you're going to love the ANC on these. And the awareness mode is something else as well. When you turn the awareness mode on, it is literally like you're not even wearing the headphones. I think it might be one of the best awareness modes that I've ever tested on a pair of noise cancellers. The ease of use is also good, and one of the great things, especially if you're using this with a Huawei device, is the latency. There's basically no latency if you're gaming with these with a Huawei device, or if you're watching a movie or anything like that, you're not going to see any delay at all. It's really, really good. So when it comes to Huawei's first attempt at ANC headphones, I feel like Huawei really have got a hole-in-one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to check out more stuff like this, there's some thumbnails on the screen right now. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. See you guys in the next one. Don't be late.